back to my channel. It's been so long since I've recorded a video, but here I am because it's the end of the year and I would like to talk about certain books. So this is a 12-day Bookmas video series that I want to start. I usually do Vlogmas, but this year I was like, you know, 2020 has got me beat, so we're not about to do that. So for the first video for Bookmas, I'm going to tell you my top 5-star books that I read this year. So the first book I want to talk about is Nevernight. It was a 5-star read. As you all know, it's from J. Kristoff. I started this series and I want to continue it. It's really interesting. I love the whole aspect of a female being an assassin and, like, you know, taking this role on, because a lot of these books are mostly geared, you know, with male protagonists that are assassins, and it was good to like finally read a book that empowered women and is a woman assassin. So there you have it. The second book that I read that's a 5-star read is a thriller called Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinsborough. It is Sarah Pinsborough, and I gave that book 5 stars. And this is a book that Dee had been wanting me to read for a while, that we both got from Book of the Month, and I'm so glad I finally read it. It was like one of those amazing thrillers that just sucked you in. And since it's a thriller, you can't really say much to describe it because it kind of blows the whole perspective of like it being a thriller. So sorry, definitely pick that up. The third book that I want to talk about is Every Other Weekend. This book, I actually got it through Kindle. Yes, this is one of the books I read on my Kindle, and it was so adorable. Mind you, it's based in Philadelphia, and it was cute. Like, I enjoyed it, and I didn't put it down. I think I read it in like 2 sittings, but it was so adorable. And it's like they only get to see each other every other weekend because they're like, their families are like apart, and they're like, their parents are apart and stuff like that. But it was so cute. I enjoyed that book so much, and I didn't think I would enjoy like those kind of books, but apparently I do. So yeah, there's that. Then the fourth book that I read this year that I really enjoyed is Lock Every Door by Riley Sagar. Oh my god, this book was so amazing. Mind you, I like reading books that are like in Philadelphia and in New York, but like my favorites are European ones. I don't know why, but this one is actually based in New York City, and I remember passing this building several times when I went to the city, and I like, it felt like I was literally in New York. Like, you ever read a book and you feel like you're really in that location? That's what this book does for you. Very good. Again, it's a thriller, so it's like I can't really describe the book without like giving away the premise, but basically it's based on a building. This girl gets conned into like living in the building, but she can't like have visitors or nothing like that. Once I read that part, I was like, this is so sketch. Like, come on, girl, this is like red flags. But she embodied, like, Riley Sagar, the author, he embodied like her being the struggle of like having to penny pinch and what she was going to eat the next day and stuff like that. So I appreciated that so much. And it shows that, you know, even if you live in New York City, people always tend to think that just because you live in New York City, you're like, you automatically are rich or you have some kind of disposable income when you don't. So yeah, I enjoyed that so much, and it's definitely a book that you haven't read. You need to read it. And the fifth book that I read, I actually listened to this one, I think. I'm not too sure. No, I actually read this one also on my Kindle, and it's Evidence of the Fair by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Oh my god, Taylor Jenkins Reid is one of those authors that no matter what you read, it is freaking amazing. Like, she's on my top list, like Riley Sagar and Lee Bardugo, that no matter what they write, oh, and Colleen Hoover, and no matter what they write, it's like, it's just so amazing to me. Like, I can't even explain it. So this book is actually about a couple, and there's an affair, but I can't tell you nothing else. I mean, it's clearly, I mean, the title, it's clear, but it was like, it wasn't like a long read, it was a short read, but it was one of those short reads that were super, super delicious. So yeah, I really don't like to spoil books for you guys, but I feel like I should start spoiling books, but it's like, just read it. Like, it's like my word for it, you'll like it. So yeah, those are my top 5 books that I read that are 5 stars, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit like, subscribe, and see you later. Peace.